Empower We family. Welcome to another Empowerment Nugget session. And I am Tracy P. Guess what? Let me show you something before I go any further. This, you know what this is? Let's take a look. This is a gift that I got for my birthday from my staff at the Sam Sharp Diagnostic Center, and just look at how amazing this is. So this book actually is a notebook that has empowerment quotes on each page, right? And you see the cover? Yes, and it has one of the scriptures that I used in a video. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do this. Yay! Thank you. And okay, this is my little cup, my little thermos for my tea. Empower We, Tracy P. Yes. So they have actually, planted some seeds, some ideas. Yes. So I want to say thank you to the staff at the Sam Sharp Diagnostic Center. And I want to say something else. I want to say, especially to young YouTubers or anybody with a vision, you're doing something, you're not sure you're reaching anywhere. Empower We is a very small channel. We just got to 200 subscribers, and I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. To the new subscribers, thank you, and to the returning subscribers, thank you so much. We hit the 200 subscribers mark. But I want to say to you that even as small as this is, and sometimes the views seem very small, but I'm saying to somebody, be encouraged. I did not know that persons are really listening to the nuggets. I went to a meeting, and two persons at that meeting saw me and said, yes, Empower We see you. And then I visited my home community, and I saw a long lost classmate, and the first thing she said was, Tracy P, Empower We, I'm following you. And to top that off, I got a call from somebody who asked me if I could just do a power-up session with somebody, with a small group, because of Empower We, not because they've known me in other circles. So I want to say to you, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. You just don't know who you are influencing, whose life you are touching. Sometimes you may feel discouraged, especially when you see people with how much toes and that. But you see, especially if you know that you are doing something positive, if you know that you are doing something good, it's a worthwhile contribution. Keep it up. It is better to influence one person positively than 1,000 negatively. Keep going. And now to today's nugget: how to deal with setbacks, especially after you seem as if you are on a path to success. You're on a path to success, everything seems to be in place, and out of the blues comes setback. How do you deal with it? And as I thought about this, I'm going to the Bible now. So if you are a Bible person, you know this story, and if not, stick around. It's a good story for you to hear. I thought of the story of Moses. Now Moses has been lobbying for how long to get the children of Israel out of Egypt, and you know the many times he debated with Pharaoh. Eventually Moses got the go ahead to move the children of Israel out. Moses was now on his journey to the promised land. Now think of the story. Think of the tribulations that Moses went through before he got the go ahead to go with this group of persons. And he was now leading the children of Israel out of Egypt to the promised land. It would have seemed as if everything was perfect and he had overcome the tribulations. But you know what happened on the journey. But let's look at this specific instance. Moses went up to the mountain to commune with God. And when Moses was up there, he was really communicating, and he was there at a spiritual high. And when Moses came back to meet with the people, what did he find? The people had taken up to worshipping idol. They made a god for themselves and they were worshipping this idol. And this, of course, was a setback after Moses thought that everything was in place now for his journey. How do you deal with setback when you have done your groundwork and you believe that everything is in place? Right now we have a very good example, coronavirus. How many of us have been doing things and we were on a roll and out of the blues came corona? Like I have a very close friend who did some groundwork, made an investment closer home. Last year, a friend of mine started a business, did all the groundwork, researched the business, and then made the investment. And the business was doing fairly well, taking care of itself and servicing its debts. And then Corona came in March. And from there, the business is barely there. And this is a setback that would have come after you would have overcome certain tribulations and testing and put things in place and you believe that you're on the way now to success. So that's what we're talking about, how to deal with setbacks that come when you think you are on your journey to success. Now the first point I want to say is expect the unexpected. Know that even when and so I want to share a few tips. Tip 1, expect the unexpected. Know that even when everything seems okay, the worst thing can happen at any moment. You can have a heartbreaking moment. That is why, the last video I did was on Proverbs, and now this proverb is quite apt. When you think it's peace and safety, a sudden destruction. So even when everything seems to be going okay, just have it at the back of your mind, as they would say, that you can have a setback. Expect the unexpected. So when you have heartbreaking, heart-rending circumstances, then they do not surprise you. They do not catch you totally off guard. Tip number 2, acknowledge. Tip number 2, given tip number 2, let your disappointment be known. Ventilate. Yes, because you're human, and when this circumstance come upon you after you've put in so much work, after you believe that you are doing well, you're on the journey to success, it's going to shake you up. And if you keep it all in, you may just drive yourself insane. So ventilate. Let your disappointment be known. Talk about it. Talk to someone about it. Just get it out of your system. And Moses, he rant and rave, as we would say. He let the people know how he felt. He was angry. and he demonstrated it. He was disappointed. So you have to just get it out of you. And tip number 3, do an immediate needs assessment. What do I have now? What have I lost? What can I move forward with? What additional things do I need to move forward? So Moses, he had the people, but he didn't have their commitment. He didn't have the tablets anymore. You have to do your needs assessment. My friend, the business is still there, but the money to service and finance the business, to keep it going. So what would be done? What needs to be done in that case? All right, look and see, can I expand the business to sell some other things that are needed now, or need to go and talk to the banker, get see if I can get a break from the monthly payments. What do I have? What do I need? You have to do your needs assessment. And the final tip that I want to leave with you is, do not stop. Whatever happens to you, do not just say, no, this is not it. Just do not stop. Just get up back, do your needs assessment, and keep going. You may have to change course. You may be able to move on after you make certain adjustments, but do not stop. They say life is like a bicycle. In order to keep balancing, you just have to keep moving. So if you try to ride a bicycle, as long as you are standing still, you won't go forward. When you actually start maneuvering and showing your mastery of riding the bicycle, is when you are moving and you're able to keep your balance. And that is how life is. Do not stop. Do not stand still. Keep moving. And I have to say this. Commit everything to God. Just ask Him to give you the strength, one day at a time. What unexpected setback has come upon you? How did you deal with it? Did you just roll down and die? If you think you did that, find the energy, man. Get up back. Greater is in you than what you think. Get up and get going. Now, what do you think about this video? Let me know in the comment section. And of course, like and share. Keep the empowerment going until we meet again next time on Empower We.